welcome back to my channel. But if this is your first time here, you're highly welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and do good to like my video and share it if you find it useful. So today I am going to be talking about something that has been disturbing me for a while now. It's very disturbing, and I know it's not just me. I have seen people, even other YouTubers who have made videos about this issue. I've seen Dima Ume's video about this same issue. I have seen so many other people's videos about this same particular issue, which is the issue of rape. Guys, I just don't understand. I can't explain it, but suddenly it's as if, I don't know, it's as if they rushed them out from somewhere. I just feel like, who opened the gate of hell? I mean, like suddenly everywhere is an 8-year-old was raped, a 12-year-old was raped, babies being raped, women, unsuspecting women being raped. It's just everywhere. A girl or a young adult being raped and killed in church. Some people are even raped and killed in their own home. That's even the scary part, guys, because for the first time for the first time in my life, actually, because I've actually almost always live alone, even though we share the same apartment with my elder brother, but I'm mostly alone because he travels a lot. I don't have any fear. I'm not scared of staying alone in a house. But for the first time, I actually have this I'm not sure, this type of feeling hanging over me, like is the door locked? Like I wake up in the middle of the night to go and confirm if the main door is locked properly. And I'm always listening out for noise that are strange. For the first time in my life. And like I said earlier, I keep wondering, again I'm asking, who opened the gate of hell? But after thinking for a while, I realized that gate has been opened since. People have not just been talking. Because now people are coming out and saying, my child was raped. People are coming out and saying, I was raped. People are coming out and saying, my sister was raped and killed. Some time ago, it was a painful situation that had to be covered up because it's a shameful thing. Like people feel it's shameful for you to be raped, so they cover it up, keep covering it up, and then people die in silence. People die of depression. People die of all sorts of emotional trauma because they can't speak up, because they are afraid of being shamed. So I'm a little bit relieved too that people are actually coming out now and talking about it. People are actually coming out and saying, this happened to me. And then people are being held, at least people are being held accountable. Like, I know that in a setting such as Nigeria, of course, not everybody will be held accountable for such actions, but at least we are hearing of arrests. Some people were arrested because of that, because of rape issue and all of that. So at least the only thing that I kind of feel relief about is the fact that people are now being held accountable for such actions. Another misconception that I feel people have about this rape issue is that it's just girls. People of God, it's not just girls being raped. Little boys are being raped too, they are being molested. And we may think that it's nothing, but they also go through trauma. They also go through emotional trauma when things like that happen to them, and they grow up and I feel like having such situations can also give birth to rapists because they kind of feel like I was forced. Maybe it's the normal way. So let's understand as parents, as aunties, as uncles, as grandparents, as caring neighbors and all of that, let us understand that it's not just the girl who has a likelihood of being raped. Even a boy too has a likelihood of being raped. And the most important thing we need to do is to enlighten them, enlighten our kids little from little ages. Like, okay, this is my chest, nobody should touch it. This is my private area, nobody should touch it. Nobody should try to take off my underwear and all of that. And if anybody should do that, scream or tell me. And another part is that you should be relatable with children. Be relatable with them as parents, especially as mothers, even as dads too. I grew up with a dad who was very open with us, just like my mom. So most of the time, I don't even go to my mom to go and ask her for money for sanitary towel or any of sorts. I don't go to my dad. I'll be like, Daddy, I want money. For what? I want to buy pad. And it's fun. It's I just grew up like that. So I never ever had any like feeling of, oh, he's my dad and all of that. So let's try and have this type of relationship with our children so that when they are going through certain things, they can be able to open up to us and tell us. We may even be able to stop such things. So another misconception that I am going to deal with in this video is this issue of blaming the victim. I just realized it's a normal human thing. Like, I was just thinking the other day about this same issue. I remember what happened in the Bible. Remember the blind man that ran to Jesus for healing? The first thing the disciples asked Jesus was, who sinned? Was it he, the victim, or his parents? Who sinned? Like, think about this thing critically. If not because human beings are just like that, they just want to find somebody else to blame. Like in such a situation where he was born blind, how could he have sinned from his mother's womb to warrant being born blind? Like, think about it. What were you wearing? Did you try to seduce him? So what were you doing there? You were interested in it now. That is why you followed him to his house. And that is how most rape cases get closed. Like, when you hear people who come out later to explain that they went to the police and nothing was done, most of the time you hear them saying because it was in his place, or because it was in a situation that was not favorable to the lady, then of course it's her fault. Like, I mean, it's so discouraging. Like, I I feel so discouraged most of the time. But I guess we just have to be like David and encourage ourselves in the Lord, right? And then just know that God is with us, and then we try humanly possible to try and avoid situations where we may be at harm or we may be at risk. But no, 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 this ain't right. This is not right at all. Like, there is no way that I would be going through so much pain, then you come and stand in front of me and then make it look like it's my fault, while someone inflicted the pain on me. And then now the new pattern is they rape and then they kill. So I just want to encourage us that even in these perilous times, these times where you're constantly looking at your back, constantly trying to be sure that the person following you behind doesn't have any ulterior motives, constantly trying to check whether your doors are locked properly and all of that. In these times, the only person, the only person that you can totally depend on with your life is God. No matter how protective you are of yourself, no matter how protective you are of places you go to and all of that, even if you're dressed with hijab and crew, and your eyes are all covered from your head to your toe, a rapist is a rapist. That is not even it's not going to help you out. It's not going to save you from such scenario or from such cases or such situations. You just need to pray. We just need to depend on God. And then it doesn't also mean that you shouldn't take all of those precautions. You should take all the precautions. I don't know what you think about this situation that we have found ourselves in, like this whole rape thing. I know it's not like it just started happening. It's been happening for a very long time, but people are just beginning to come out. I hope that you have learned something from the video, and I hope that we're able to throw out all of these misconceptions, like I said earlier. And do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, guys. If you're new here, I need the love. I need the subscribers. Encourage me.